We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down. Shakes up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
The pass complete to number 1. It's a gain of 15, but it's third down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and 10, Taylor now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run here with Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Kamara. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Smith catches left side.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They go play action here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The give to Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll look downfield for Kamara. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Hurts. That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race.
Put it right down their throat.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Buccaneers 24, Eagles 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. They'll get this out to Kamara. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Buccaneers 31, Eagles 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Eagles, first down.
They go play action with Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Christian Wilkins. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Wilkins. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Wilkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Elliott on for the extra point.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
And the lead is down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 7 yards, the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Again, it's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, you know, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
Ball.